And with the recycling bin and the trash can sitting out there by the yard, or by the street rather, could only mean one thing. It's beginning to look a lot like Friday. Every week, Thursday night, bring out the trash can. Happy Thursday to you guys. It's Ken. I'm waiting for Bridget to roll down that street any moment now. Having dinner tonight with some friends of ours. I think I mentioned that yesterday. Didn't get a chance to make it to the store. Had to come home, let the girls out, our dogs, feed them before we went out to dinner tonight with some friends. And little bugs flying around my face, kind of annoying. But tomorrow is a very, very exciting day. Tomorrow in our classroom, I know I don't show you guys much of anything in my classroom just because there's nothing really to show. But tomorrow is a very exciting day for all of us because now last year, the first Friday of December is when last year's Elf on the Shelf showed up in our classroom. And sorry, that bug is bugging me. That's what they call them, bugs. Because that guy right there, bugging me. He's going to show up tomorrow. Hopefully. Last year it came the first Friday. Tomorrow is the first Friday, December the 1st. And he's got some pretty big plans. Not just for my students, but for you guys out there as well. So stay tuned for that. I also mentioned yesterday that I was going to Michael's or someplace to buy some little tiny elf hats. So the little tiny elf hats that I want to create some fun, not so Christmassy props in my garage just to get me through into the next Halloween. So I didn't get a chance to make it to the Michael's today or the Dollar Tree, but that'll happen this weekend. But in the meantime, I didn't want the night to go by without wishing you guys well. And I will show you guys some pictures and some exclusive video inside of If Our Elf on the Shelf Comes. I'm hoping he does. My students wrote letters, and they, because our elf always comes without a name, so we had to come up with some names. So my students came up with some really clever names. So tonight, while we're here, right when that sun sets, right there, that sun's gonna set, we're all gonna put our heads on our pillows and sleep, and for a long winter's nap. Wake up tomorrow morning, and we'll see if the elf arrived. If he did, if he read our letters, if he took notes. Our students and my students gave him names to choose from because he doesn't come with a name. He came with no name last year, and we named him Gingerbread, which was cool because I love gingerbread. So I had a slight influence in that name. But this year, I let the kids, say, "Hey, here's a good name. What do you think of this?" They all had to ask him questions. So it was intriguing to see the questions that my students wanted to ask of our elf on the shelf was yet to be named. So tomorrow, I'll have a name and an introduction. See if he brings us anything cool. Kind of hope he does. But in the meantime, wish you guys well. Happy Thursday. Tomorrow is the weekend. And I'll see you guys then. Thanks. Bye.